YouTube kicked me off while I was gone, said my connection was unstable. Why, I do not know. Let's see, Green Bay Wacky's doing a test on a new computer. Cool. Congratulations to Green Bay Wacky. You should have got one built by me. Because mine are cool. Hey, welcome back, Pyro Dude, man. XL Fireworks. Hey, man, how you doing? Hey, Pyro Dude, he's gotten to know me for a little bit. He knows I don't put out nothing out there unless it's done right. It's got my name on it, man. It's got to be a certain quality, you know? That's why I wouldn't really make any money off of building it for people because I put it all into the computer and probably then some. I brought my little pyro collection in here. I was going to cause my stream to die if I walked away from it for a minute. How you like that shit? Yeah, check this out, man. This is what I got. The new stuff in. Well, there's a couple boxes that's in other places, but that's most of it. Yeah, they're like that big, man. Yo. Oh, this ain't the whole stack. This is just the stuff that I don't have in my pyro box at the moment. This is a representation of what I've got, but I've got more of each for sure. I ended up with this, which you know it's European, so hell with it. Another Crazy King. You guys know what that is, and you guys know what this is probably. And you've probably seen, these little zombie faces on crackers before. So, yeah. I got a thing about the Crazy King crackers, man. I like the hell out of them. I got like a dozen packs of these now, so I like them pretty well. Then the little sunny guys here, man, they're really good. And then these blue bastards are huge. And these, you know what those are. They're good. These, the photograph made them look a lot larger than what they actually were, but they're really small. They'll probably still be banging. Oh shit, man. I ought to whip out the rest of them, but I don't have the labels protected. I think I'll do a stash video on my boomer crackers after I get the labels covered, the stuff that needs to be covered and everything. I don't think you can read anything from the side. No, not really. Yeah, it's a nice little stack of boomers, man. The main stack's in my other stash. I'm seeing all these jump. Well, shit, man. Tomorrow, my new fireworks get here, so I'll be doing all kinds of stash videos out the yang. My problem is I got all my drone stuff in here now. Now I got to find a new home for all that shit, and I'm just like, oh my, there's gonna be some clutter going somewhere. because I still got my stack of 500 grams here in front of me now, and it's huge. So I'm doing good on that. But I was running low on some shells. Down to one box. Last year they ran a forklift through one of my pallets, so that kind of sucked. You could tell it was a forklift fork that went right through the front and out the other side. But luckily, it didn't hit anything good. It went through the firecrackers, and you know they were salvageable, most of them. It just opened a lot of bricks. Hey, Alvin, how's it going? I've got 24 shells left, right? But tomorrow I should have that problem remedied with some new stuff, man. Should be pretty cool. I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Alvin A? Just got home from the gym. I hear you, man. They do your shipment almost every time, huh? Yeah. Last time it was kind of messed up because I had two pallets wrapped in black plastic. And how in the hell are you supposed to check it and see if everything's there before the truck driver runs away? There's no way. You have to cut everything open and check two pallets? No. I ended up getting shorted out of two or three cases, and I had quite a bit of damage where somebody ran a forklift through it. It's probably why they got the hell out of there so quick. But I just signed it because there was a funeral that was trying to park there where the tractor trailer had unloaded because I live next to a church and it was just a giant cluster. You know what? Hey, Tammy, Minda, how you doing? But yeah, I had a few cases missing, and I had forklift that had been run right through one end and out the other. You could see firecrackers hanging out the hole. I knew it had that kind of damage, but I was just like, oh well, it's just firecrackers. It'll be all right. I'm doing pretty good. Better than I was last night, so I can't complain too much. Yeah, it just more or less opened a lot of the bricks for me. If it had hit something really good, I'd been really mad. We're supposed to have a storm that's rolling in either tonight or tomorrow night. I'm not sure exactly when it's supposed to hit. I hope it don't, because it'd just be another thing to complicate my pyro order tomorrow. Because I have a doctor's appointment in the morning for my glasses, and then I have to go to the friggin' DMV, and then I got my pyro shipment coming at the same damn time. So I don't know how that's gonna work. See, even though I have the tracking number, the only information it gives me is delivery date is Friday. I'm like, oh, that's really specific. Yeah, I like to make a little gun with them, man. Put them in the bottom of a mortar tube, like the small little 1 inch tubes, and then put like a ball on the inside, like a Nerf ball, and shoot that shit out like a little firecracker mortar kind of deal. Yeah, I'm afraid it's going to cause another temperature inversion, like cause more storms like it did last time. Because it's supposed to warm up right after this big cold spell, and that's going to cause more big storms. That energy has to go somewhere, and it starts moving when the ground's still cold and the air is warm. It's not a good mix. I've heard of people talk about doing that, but I have never actually dumped firecrackers down the mortar tube with the shells. I've never done that. Oh, my yard's been soupy now for 2 months. I call it the mud season. cool. I'll load them up, man, 'cause I got a shit ton of them bad boy firecrackers left. I got like 60 or 70 boxes. And they're pretty decent regular firecrackers, you know. As far as regular firecrackers go, they're pretty heavy. Yeah, the weather is crazy, man. And it's just gonna get worse. I just hope it doesn't get so bad that it fucks us up permanently as a civilization. Climate change is a major, major, major thing. People don't realize how major everything climate change is until they're in the midst of it. People start migrating and shit. And then you have war and phantom and all the bad shit that they talk about. Yeah, it's true that green visco might be hard for it to catch. I don't think I have anything pay per views other than my old thunder bombs and stuff. I think I have some pay per view stuff I took out of a thunder or a firecracker bomb that I added my own mix to somewhere around here. Hell, I find firecrackers everywhere. I open pill bottles and I find firecrackers. There's firecrackers all over the place. I thought I was taking my medication, dumped a bunch of firecrackers out into my hand. I'm like, I don't even remember putting them in there, but okay. Sweet. I've got a few strips of some pretty good firecrackers over here somewhere. I hear you, man. It's never a bad thing, right? Ground boom. I'm sure that's code for good stuff, right? I hope you don't mean real ground blooms. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the ground. Here in West Virginia, we call it ground bloom a whizzy. That's what it's called here, a whizzy. Yeah, they're okay. What is it? The Shogun brand with salute, though? You don't even want to waste your money on those. Those are sad. I expected at least a firecracker boom out of it, but it's more like a pathetic pop. I was like, oh, yeah. They kind of stick around for a while. But I'm sure you can think of something cool to do with them. Yes, they are super sad pandas for sure. It's like, oh, ah, cool. Another West Virginia is always good. What part? I'm in the southern part of West Virginia, right near the Virginia line. Travel girl, the second. Hell yeah, how you doing? Yeah. Yeah, it's like the sad pandas I had when I bought them black cat pound rockets. Them things were so horrible to pay $30 for, man. Back when they first come out, I got sucker hardcore from the way they looked. Ah, cool. You're up towards WVU and all that. Yes, they are garbage. Them rockets are horrible. Yeah, no doubt. I want to see some fucking high pandas, man. Oh, you're way up in the panhandle then. Yeah, but you have something else that you can make them non-sad panda rockets really quick with too. I didn't have access to something like that at the time when I got my pound rockets. I just had to go with their sucky glory. They got a hell of a takeoff, but they don't have no burst charge whatsoever. I've seen sparklers with better zip. Oh, that was a big one. Sweetness. So they just right, huh? Yeah, it is barely a poop out of a rocket that looks like they make them look like a stick of dynamite. The rocket's impressive as hell when you look at it in the package, but when it went off, I was like, oh, what? Like, this is some false advertising here, man. I quit buying black cat shit for a while over that, for real. I wouldn't buy anything black cat. And then when I did start buying something black cat, I bought a real big, expensive zipper cake. That cake was over in a second and it sucked and it was expensive as hell. And I'm like, I'm not going to buy any more black cat cakes either. The only thing that they make decent now bottle rockets and firecrackers, and I think that's went downhill a lot. Yeah, I'd like to find some of those. But I'd just be happy with some shells. I'll track some down. I got plenty of time between now and the 4th. That's just the way I looked at it. I'll just get my special stuff on the side and I just ordered regular stuff. Yeah, aliens are pretty sweet. Yeah, that's true enough, man. It's something we all look for. It's part of the game, man. It's part of the pyro fun is finding the good stuff. It's also part of the pyro sorrow when you're not able to, too. All right, Luke, man, stay tuned for some good shit for sure. I'll be doing a lot of unboxing and demos here to come up because I'm not going to wait for the 4th of July to see if that stuff's any good. Dude, I got two different types of rockets and I've never heard of either one of them. Hold on, let me find my list. Let me see what these are. I don't even remember. You think I would remember? A freight train 2-inch headed rocket. So it says, and painkiller 1-inch headed rocket. That's the only description it gives. 2-inch rocket sounds good, and the 1-inch rocket sounds good too. So hell, Yeah, it sounds like something that might be pretty decent, don't it? It looked like it too from the description photo. I'm like, I mean, I could be wrong, probably, but I think it'll still be good stuff, even if it's not special stuff. You know? Yeah, I think so. But still, man, I wanted some of those because I collected Smurf stuff as a kid. I mean, I had them all, man. I had the village, I had all 100 Smurfs, I had the whole deal. So I wanted to collect the cartoon shit. Because remember, I'm still old enough to remember having to go and wait for Saturday morning cartoons. So I want all the cartoon rap shit I can find. Blue caps, you're sold, indeed. And some of it you just got to roll the dice on instinct too, and that's what I did. I mean, I could be completely wrong, and the shit I ordered could suck, but I think it's pretty good. And Ray checked it out, and he said it was good, so it should be good because he knows his shit. Damn. Yeah, I ordered some Star Trek cakes that I thought was cool, just because they were Star Trek cakes. The warp drive and the phage. I got a case of each. Yeah, I've heard that. I want to get a pack of those Acme rockets just to hang on the wall. I don't want to let them off. I just want to hang them up for a display of them. But I haven't run across any of this stuff here in the East yet. Probably won't. I think I had a chance to buy some Smurf stuff last year, but I don't believe I knew what it was at the time. The cake, anyway. Yeah, well, the Acme crackers are pretty damn good because they're the same thing as, TC, but you can't go wrong with them. Them suckers are a beast. I want to get everything, man. You know how it is with those pyros. There's not anything out there that I don't want. I'll even take the snakes and sparklers. I don't care. Matter of fact, I have some. I guarantee it somewhere. Some Donald Trump. What? No. Are you talking about that trumped up cake? People say it's pretty good. It was on my list, but then I changed the people I was ordering from. Oh, that would be on my list for sure. 5,000 gram. Oh, hell yeah. I can only imagine what that would cost right now. Probably have to trade in your car for it with the ridiculous price that European stuff is selling for right now. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, here in the land of the free, we can have 500 grams. Woohoo! How's that shit work out? Oh, I've seen them cakes. They pull them right on the street out here, being just bounce that shit right off the houses and buildings. I'm like, good grief, guys, damn. I'm all about partying with the pyro, but some shit, that's just not cool. I wouldn't like that shit to be bouncing off my ride or my house. No doubt, man. But you seen it. You know what I'm talking about. I think I told I think I told Lucky that one time. I'm like, man, I said, y'all talk about, having to get in trouble with the law. If y'all go out in the desert and let that stuff off instead of the middle of the neighborhood, you wouldn't have to deal with the law. And he's like, yeah, that's true, but we don't care. I'm like, man, I can respect that too, man. Burn on. That's when they start going out candlestick and lighting their stuff, which is better than in the middle of the neighborhood, I'm sure. Oh, I know. I know how it goes down. It's a competition thing more than anything for the next house or the next block or what have you. And I can understand that, man. I've had people get in pyro competitions with me. It's just part of it, but not in the middle of the neighborhood when that shit's bouncing off houses and cars and all that shit. That's not cool. I can understand how that would piss people off to call the law. I'd rather be out in the middle of nowhere where I don't have to worry about that. But that's me. I just don't like having to look over my shoulders waiting for the popo to show up, especially if I'm in California. I'm gonna be out in the middle of no friggin' where, and there's a whole lot of nowhere in California, believe me. But that's just my preference. I don't like looking over my shoulder for the law. Thrill to chase, hell, I'm too old for that shit. They're gonna catch me. What am I gonna do? Jump on my rascal and do a getaway? I don't think so. Light and run, yeah. My running days are over, bro. Here in West Virginia, I let off illegal, regular 1-4 fireworks for years because all we have is safe and sane here. But I'd make a trip to Tennessee and get some pretty decent stuff, but I was paying out the yang for it. I'm lucky I have wholesale and be able to use it now, even though I got mutilated on the taxes and shipping. 350 bucks for shipping is rough, man, for a small order like I did. Yeah, I seen that shit where you was blowing up that ice. You was hustling it back to the car and got the hell out of there too. I was laughing on that video. I was like, yeah, why don't you get the hell out of there? I'm like, yep, I know what he's doing. That's a hit and run there. Yes, shipping is 350 bucks. Kind of suck because I don't know how many cases I ordered, but it's no more than a pallet, I'm sure. I think I got more than 7 cases. Oh, let me get the list. Let's see how many cases I did get. I don't even know. Most of the time, I'll be able to tell you that. All right. I got a case of 300 million missile plastic Saturn missiles. Got a case of freight train rockets. Case of painkiller rockets. One of their banners. Another one of their banners. Golden Dragon 5-inch premium canister titanium willows. Case of those. Case of flamingo bombs. Case of whistling artillery shells. Case of warp drive 16 shots. A case of 12 shot the phage. A case of 16 shot you got sharded. A case of chemical imbalance. A case of swimming with the fishes. A case of white and blue strobe peony. A case of 16 shot baby rattle, large breaks of blue with white red strobe. A case of brainiac. A case of tectonic. A case of pay dirt. So a case of you got caught red-handed. Uh, a roll of pink safety fuse, a roll of green visco, and some quick fuse. And that was my order for this year. Yup. So I think I've done pretty well. I mean, I didn't get as big an order as I got last year, but I still got a pretty good order, man. That's respectable. Should make a decent stash. Especially with the 25 or 3,500 grams I got in front of me. I'm literally gonna have to clear out the room to put that shit in here, and that's what I'm gonna do when I cut off this live stream. After I lay down for a while, when I wake back up in the middle of the night, I'm gonna come in here and clean, move all my drone stuff out, and set up my pyro stuff back here on the desk again. Get the new pyro cave going for 2019. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to loading the boxes up here though. Yeah, the pink birds and the painkillers. That red handed looked pretty good, man. I like the way it was. The red, just all red in the cake, it's fan cake and stuff. It looked like a pretty good one. New stash updates. Yep. Well, that's mine, and it's supposed to be here tomorrow. And you know I'm going to have some videos up. Dude, I went to sleep last night, and I woke up at 8 o'clock this morning. I didn't know what planet I was on. Yeah, I hate when I wake up like that. Oh, hell, there's one thing I didn't see on that list was my snow cone fountains. Hold up, I know I ordered my snow cone fountains. Hope I didn't mess up and not order them. But I know I didn't say them. Chemical balance, artificials. Huh. Somehow I forgot them on this list. Damn it. So I won't have any snow cones for the second year in a row. I thought I'd ordered them. That's my bad. Damn it. No, I didn't. I thought I'd ordered a case of them. It was on one of my lists, but I've got like 3 or 4. You know how you change it several times? I'm pretty sure this swimming with the fishes is a 500 gram. I like the snow cone too. I tried to order it last year and it was out of stock. But this year it was in stock and I thought I'd ordered it, but apparently not. So damn, that sucks. Yeah, the cool thing about Wayne's World is they don't have a minimum order either. And their prices are still reasonable, unlike most places that have no minimum order. Their prices are usually high. Their prices are really good. Let's see if I can get an update on where my truck's at right now. Probably not. You can definitely tell that they're a smaller pyro operation though. There's nothing wrong with that. I'd rather put money in a small guy's hand than the big companies anyway. Oh, good lord. Try to find the stupid number. Yeah, just talk amongst yourself for a second. That I gotta take the dash out of it. It won't work with the dash for whatever reason. I told the lady that I'm like, I'm tracking number in it. Oh, it's loading so slowly. My internet sucks. In transit is the only information that I get. Oh, that's good. Shipment has arrived. Intern. Shipment is en route. Shipment has been picked up and recorded. Oh shit! It's in Columbus, Ohio right now. It got in Columbus, in Ohio at 12:56 a.m. Yeah, I like that too. I don't know why they do that shit, but I don't even care if they round it up to the next highest number. Just round that shit up. Yo, I wish I felt better, bro. I didn't have doctor's appointments and a trip to the DMV and shit to make tomorrow. It's gonna make shit complicated. I'm gonna have to talk my little brother into coming down here to my house in the morning and waiting just to make sure the shipment don't get here while I'm gone. Because there's no way in hell I'm gonna let them ship that shit back. And they will if nobody's here to pick it up. Oh, that would suck, dude. That would just probably make me have a fucking nervous breakdown right there on the spot. I'd get madder than hell. I'd probably pull a Rumpelstiltskin and probably stomp a hole in the ground or some shit. There would be things broken, that's for sure. If I had to pay another $350 to get my shit shipped here again, I'd go off the deep end. Yup, it would cost me another 350. It says right so on the paperwork or the digital shit. If you're not there to accept the shipment, it goes back at your expense. I think my appointment's at 9 a.m. and the truck doesn't have a time on when it's going to show up, so I have no idea. but I have to go get my glasses so I can see working on computer. Hell, matter of fact, when I bought the fireworks the other day, I had to tell the girl to hold on while I found my reader so I could get the credit card numbers. Yeah, being in a neighborhood like I am, living in town, Pyro, dude, I like to get this shit off the pallet and in the house as quickly as possible before too many people even see it, you know? But that's hard to do when you got stairs. What do you mean I have to go back to the doctor at 9:30 a.m.? Man, you watching me or something? Yeah, yeah. Uh, then I gotta go to the DMV, and God only knows how long that could take. Yeah, 'cause pyro is expensive, man. People will rob your house for their shit. Anytime they see a pallet getting dropped off a truck, they think something good in it anyway, you know? Oh, I'd say not. But it's a hustle to get that shit in the house. Some of them pyro, the case of shells pretty damn heavy. And I know them daytime smoke parachute cakes I got, they weigh a ton too. God, I hope I remember to put those on the list. I think that was one of them anyway. Shit, I don't see that either. What the hell? I must have done a revised list or something. That or have one list mixed up with another in my mind. But I don't think any of this is smoke cakes. Shit, I'm checking the prices now. Hold on a second. 'Cause I remember they were like $85 for a case of them. I remember that part. I just ordered this shit on a whim, man. All of a sudden, like, for real. And that's totally against what I normally do. Probably why I'm tripping on it. Huh, I might have to quit conducting business while I'm asleep. I'm not sure what I got. Oh, they definitely bring a lift gate for sure. Yeah. Mine's not. I got shit to move everywhere. I got like a whole wall full of drones, and then I have a whole stack full of cases of shit that I gotta move, and then I got giant stereo speakers, and more speakers, and more drones, and cars, and all kinds of shit. But check it out, man. I got my pyro remote control army to all sync up to one remote control so I can control like 3 units at once. So that'll be pretty cool. I got two four-wheel drive Humvees that's got rocket launchers on the back that'll be able to fire rockets and probably Roman candles. And then the two Humvees are going to be equipped identical, and then the MLRS rocket launching remote control car that I have, or tank, or whatever you want to call it, it's going to be fitted with Roman candles, salute Roman candles, that'll fire out of it. And I'm going to have them roll up on like a cardboard Korean missile base and destroy it. So it should be pretty cool. And I'm going to add the little quad buggy thing that I had last time. I'm going to add it, and I'm going to have a flamethrower on the front of it. That way it can melt some little army guys. So it should be pretty cool. And I am going to shoot that cannon. I got some bang sight for it coming in the mail right now, man. I just ordered it. So I can shoot the cannon. Damn. How many people's in here now? It's showing two. I will, man. But you just probably won't be able to tell how loud it is through the sound of the camera, though. All right, we got XL because he's talking. We got Tammy. Who else we got? Pyro Dude, you still alive, bro? Dude, I did. 'Cause I tell you why, man. I looked at the spreadsheet from like two or three different places for so long. When I closed my eyes, I was seeing that shit in my sleep. And it was stressing me out trying to figure out which place to go with. And I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to go with this place that I've never even hardly heard of. And I'm going to see what they got. Because they had a lot of shit I'd never heard of. But I thought I got a damn smoked parachute cake. And I thought I got the friggin' fountain, the other thing and shit, but it's not on that list at all. So unless I made a revision or I added some little stuff that I didn't put on that list, I don't know what I'm remembering. You know how the memory goes. That or I added it on later and I didn't write it down on the list. I might have done that. I guess I won't know until I get a detailed receipt. Yeah, no doubt, man. It's got me curious now. I'm like, damn, I thought I ordered it, but it's not on my list. Let me check the damn order form on the email, man. I should have it on there. Yep, it should. But I keep all my shit in the straight system. Yeah, they tried to tell me I couldn't buy more than a case of each product. I'm like, what kind of stupid rule is that? I'll go somewhere else. And the chick gave me like 4 emails in a row with the super quickness. Like, what? What? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean that. And I'm like, okay. Oh, shit. I see the confusion there. Damn. Eek. Alright, let me see if it's on this shit. Wow. Can't even read my own shit. Let me see if anybody's still in chat. Yeah, well, I see what the lady was meaning. She meant case of fuse or roll of fuse, but she didn't put it clearly until I read it twice. That's what she meant. But she wrote out you could only buy one case of each product. I'm like, I didn't understand that, but now I see what she meant. She meant case or roll. I mean, you can tell they got kind of a small system going. But there's nothing wrong with buying it's from a small place. I think that was more my bad than anything. Let's see, I got 14 15 16 cases of stuff coming, and then the fuse. So 16 cases is what I ordered, and let's see how many is on my list. If there's a discrepancy, then we'll know I didn't just, imagine ordering stuff. Let's see, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I'm coming up with 14 on my list. So that means 15 and 16 are not there. That's on my order form from the place. That is what I ordered. So maybe I did order those two things and just don't have them on my list. I guess I'll find out tomorrow, right? All right. Good night, pirate dude. Man, I was looking at another screen. I didn't see that. Take her easy, bro. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm happy with it, man. But I remembered ordering a case of snow. Oh shit! The snow cone fountains and the smoke parachute cakes. But then when I looked at my list that I wrote down, it wasn't on it. But when I counted how many things I ordered from the company, there was two things that wasn't, two cases that wasn't on my list. I didn't go, back through the numbers to see what was what because I just wrote down the catalog number and shit on my order form. But I could have swore I ordered those two things, but I might have not if it's hard to tell anymore. I like that fountain, I do. I like to have a close up show where my audience is at with some fountains and some stuff that they can enjoy that's up close, and then as you move up the mountain, the bigger the fireworks get, for more or less. I want to keep the bigger stuff as far away from the crowd as I can. Because even if something does tip over and stuff like that on the mountainside, it's going to shoot over top of everybody down in the valley. They'd have to bounce and skip off the ground to be able to get down there where everybody's at. So it's a pretty safe location, but I still don't take any chances. I'm going to build a bench that goes and wraps all the way around the mountain with the scrap lumber from my garage. And I'm going to make it racks and places for, stations for cakes around the whole perimeter of the mountainside. It should look good or work good. It probably won't look good, not with my carpentry, but it should work good. Yep, Ray Ray, I'm gonna need more work if you're still in here. I had a big windstorm come through here, and I found shingles in the yard, so that's not a good sign. I don't know if they're mine or not, but it's not a good sign. I'm gonna try to paint the whole thing when I get it put together green, like close to the color of the grass as I can get, so it'll blend into the hillside and everything. That or I'll just paint it like wood brown or some shit. I don't want to make a big eyesore, but I figured it would be a good way because I got to get my pyro farther apart because I'm just hitting the same area of sky and too much of the stuff's getting lost in the, the pyro puke as they may call it. Dude, that's all it does here is rain. I'm started building an ark in the basement. I'll take it upon myself to save two of every pyro's ark till I get bored. And then there may only be one of each pyro. I'd rather have the rain, even though it sucks, especially for somebody that has arthritis. But I'd rather have the rain. Better be one of the two tabbies, Mister. Okay, I don't even know what that means. Not following you there, but oh yeah, rain or snow. If it's not, then you've got problems like sleet and ice rain. I hate that shit. Oh, okay, my power work. Oh, okay, I got you. Oh, well, I gotta save the fireworks. There won't be room for people. I gotta keep the fireworks dry, so I won't have room for passengers unless they help load the fireworks. Then I might let somebody ride. Indeed, man. And my guns. And I gotta take my guns and my cats. Go take my cats. Yeah, I'm a cat lover. I guarantee I'm gonna give this computer to a dude. I guarantee there's cat hair in there somewhere. My little white cat goes ape shit when I come in here without her. So she has to come in here and she leaves little white hair on everything. Lucifer. She gets upset. She'll start scratching and scraping on the door. Yeah, there you go, man. Like, sorry, I'm gone. I'm rich, bitch. Yeah, I'd have to bust out some shit like that on them. I live up on the mountain, so I should be pretty good for a while. Now I live on the convergence of three rivers and a lake, though, but I'm up on a mountain, so I think even if the dam went out, I'd be safe where I live. Which is a possibility because they made it in the 1950s or 60s, and that dam has moved 6 inches since then. So that's not good. Sorry. Getting hoarse there. Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night and go get in my recliner because this little office chair is just not as comfortable as you might think it is. Well, I appreciate everybody coming and joining me, hanging out with me tonight. And I will see you guys tomorrow with a power update if I can still move long enough to put on the computer. And my if my shipment's not stopped by this impending snowstorm, but there should be an update. Thank you guys for coming in here and hanging out with me for a bit. Tammy, come back anytime. Excel Fireworks, you have a good night, buddy. Thanks for joining me.